A lovely day, even though it's raining outside a little bit. But let me tell you all, it is awesome to be alive and to be striving and to be working in the community, wherever you may live. It's just an amazing opportunity for us to show love to someone that needs love, that's looking for love. And so I'm just happy and honored to be a part as the Alton Park Development Corporation president, to be given this opportunity to serve this community in the way God has blessed us to be able to serve. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that's pouring out all of this amazing help for Alton Park Development Corporation, as we have worked since 1998, Michael, since 1998, to improve the quality of life of those that live not only in Alton Park, but even the adjoining or adjacent communities, and for that matter, all of Chattanooga. We've cleaned the air up. You know, Alton Park was probably one of the most devastated communities environmentally in this entire country. We've cleaned the air up. We cleaned the water. The creeks were contaminated. We had factories out here, and they were dumping their toxins and poisons in the creek, and people died over the years from cancer, breathing problems. And Autumn Park Development Corporation was the organization founded just to clean all this up, so that children that are now running around and playing outside, and adults that are outside enjoying the fresh air, would have that opportunity to do that. So I'm just proud of all the folks that came before me, all the people in this great community, our community leaders, our commissioners, our mayors, anybody that had something to do with the forming of, or the formation of Alton Park Development Corporation. You deserve to pat yourself on the back, because you could have turned your back on the people that live out here. And we all know that's historically, and I mean, it's just put it out there. It's a fact. Alton Park community is one of the poorest communities in this community. And when I say that, I'm saying that it has the most disparities when you look at health, when you look at education, housing, economics. We score the lowest. And so it has been a struggle for this community. But I thank God for putting angels around the people that live out here, and putting people in community positions that want to see and wanted to see the lives of these people change, and the trajectory of their future, of their children, change. And because of that, Alton Park Development Corporation has continued to live on, because the work is still needed in this community. But we are cleaning up the act out here. The crime rates have come down. I think it's shifted to other communities. So for those who think it's not safe in Alton Park, it's safe out here in Alton Park. You can come out here in Alton Park. I'm out here all the time. The people out here, just like everybody else, they just want to have a good life. They want to come outside and play. They want to enjoy, nice community stores like anybody else. They want their schools great. They want their roads paved. They want their sewage running fine. They just want what everybody else wants in their neighborhood. And so we're here to oversee that and to make that happen. And it doesn't happen without you. We have to have everybody's hand on deck when we decide to take on a task like this, and the task that we've taken on in the past. You all know that Alton Park was a recipient of $36 million back in the 90s, early 2000s, from the federal government. It was the Hope 6 grant. And because of that, we were able to pull people from every walks of life together and basically clean up this community. We got the villages out of that. I think Chattanooga State was involved, a lot of banks, a lot of foundations, Lyndhurst, just Benwood Foundation. There were so many people. I don't want to leave out anybody, but there were so many people, so many different foundations and institutions, hospitals, you name it, that were involved in making sure that this community received what they needed to receive to be a better community. And we are still here. And I thank God for giving us the opportunity to continue to serve, because there are still needs in our community. We still have the youth that are struggling. We still have economic disparities. We still have health disparities. We still are dealing with homelessness. I was just driving up Workman Road on my way here off of Rossville Boulevard, and ran into some homelessness there. So homelessness is not just downtown; it's everywhere. And so we want to be that beacon of light here at Alton Park Development Corporation that can provide the resources and the means that we can help people change the trajectory of their life. So I praise God for blessing Alton Park Development Corporation with the old, or we say historic, Pineywood Elementary School. And I say that with pride and dignity, because this building was built in 63 at the height of the civil rights movement for Black children only. And now it's being repurposed to do greater things in this community beyond education. We have a thrift store out here. We have a computer center where people can come and apply for jobs or do homework, whatever you think that you need. We have a dental mercy clinic out here for those who need dental care, and provide emergency care for you. We've got a lot of things going on. And then the event hall. Oh, I'm so proud of our event hall, because we can say that we have something in our community that you don't necessarily have to leave your community when you've got a civic center right here with a full stage. We are working busy. Thank God for the Hamilton County Commissioners for awarding us $450,000 of the American Rescue Plan money that came in from Washington, D.C. We thank you all. I say that every time I have the opportunity, because if we had not received that money, I call it seed money, then we would probably still, no, we wouldn't probably be, we would still be in the cold weather inside the building. It's when it's 30 degrees outside, it's 29 degrees on the inside. But thank God for that blessing. We now have central air and heat throughout this entire 48,000 square foot building. And there was times when you would come in the building, it would be raining outside. Well, you might as well keep your umbrella up, because when you come in, you're going to get drenched too. And we thank God for the Hamilton County Commissioners for awarding us that money so that we can have our roof intact. When you're protected from the elements outside, then you are protected on the inside, and you can have programs that we need in this community that we've always had, youth programming. And we're wanting to do even more. We wanted to do a training school for the trade schools, and we're still going to do that. So we're still hopeful that as we continue to do the will of God, that blessings will come, and it may not come from Chattanooga. It may come from some other outside source. But whatever the means are that we need, or that we have to have to do those things that we have always planned, that's in the vision, we think that God will give us what we need at the time that we need. And so we're going to continue to do the good work. I was talking to Mario just earlier this morning. They're down in the event hall, just pounding away, getting ready for the event on December the 17th. That is our annual Chattanooga Humanitarian Award Gala. And we are so excited about this gala. We do it every year. We've been off 2 years because of COVID, but we're happy to be bringing our gala back. Some of our past honorees have included, I don't know if you all know, Mr. Massingale from the radio station. Luther Massingale was an icon in this community. Also, Mr. Franklin, John P. Franklin, was an icon in this community. And also Franklin McCauley. You all probably have seen, these are just a few of the people that we have given this humanitarian award to, and very well deserving. And some of the criteria, in case you all may want to know, well, how do they pick the Humanitarian Award of the Year, and it's based on some serious vetting. Number one, you have to reside in the city of Chattanooga and have contributed at least 10 years of your life to humanitarian causes. And so we vet those individuals, and then they're voted upon. And then with the vote, they receive the honor. And in the past, the mayor have had complete participation in our Chattanooga Humanitarian Award Gala, and we're prayerful that it will continue. These people will receive the key to the city and a proclamation. We are working on it. I'm going to call Mr. Joda, who's the chief of staff for Mayor Kelly, and see if we can continue the tradition. But that is what we do because people give their lives to mankind in this city. And so they need to be recognized and shown some love back from our community. And that's what we want to do. And so with that in mind, I'd like to just kind of screenshot some photographs, and you all can read a little bit about each individual that has been nominated, vetted, and given the Chattanooga Humanitarian Award for this year, 2022. And I want to with Bishop Kevin Adams, who is a civic leader and pastor of Olivet Baptist Church. And I would be remiss if I did not tell you all that he is world renowned. He's not just local. And you all know that his church has done so much with regard to helping the homeless, the hungry. They feed the hungry. They have sheltered the homeless here. And the things that he has done on the national level. I don't think that I know anybody beyond him personally anyway that have had a good relationship with our national presidents. And I'm talking about have had the opportunity to sit down and have dinner with them and travel abroad. And so I want you all to appreciate what this man does. And even to the point to where he's been on some movies with Tyler Perry and others. He is just an amazing person. And the things that he has done has saved so many people across this country. Just what he has done. And he's very humble, so you don't hear him bragging about it. But when I saw his bio, that was almost 20 pages long with all the credentials and awards and badges and medallions and, from the president of the United States. And just, I was in awe because even though I've known him, he's been a patient of mine and his family. I didn't know he was doing all of that beyond the walls of Chattanooga. And it goes without saying that this man, Bishop Kevin Adams, is well overdue and deserving of the Chattanooga Humanitarian Award of the Year. And we will honor him along with 5 other people on December the 17th. And guess what? We're not having it downtown at a big venue. We're going to have it right here at the historic Piney Elementary School because we want people to see where their money is going. We want you all to feel and take ownership of this beautiful facility. We've had people working in here day and night. They're still working. I cannot thank those commissioners enough for giving us that initial seed money, which was a huge amount of seed money to get us started. And I feel good right now. I'm getting hot because I got this little thing on, but it's because our heat is on in here and it is feeling good because you can step outside this door and instantly feel like you're in a freezer. But when you step in here, it is warm and cozy. And I feel so good. I feel like I'm at home. It feels so good in here. So thank you to those 9 commissioners. Now there are 11 commissioners for believing in us and trusting us. And I got to say, the county has one of the best auditing systems that I've ever seen besides us. We audit ourselves and we have an accountant that oversees our money, and we have an attorney that oversees our documents and makes sure that we are in compliance with everything. So we are professional. Anybody that know me know that if it's done, it's going to be done professionally, decent, and in order. Because when you entrust me with any type of money, government money, especially grant money, I know the ramifications behind not being able to count every penny and to be able to account for every penny that you spend. And so I thank you all for that. Excuse me. Our next humanitarian honoree is, I believe it's going to be Judge Robert Filliard. You all may not know him, but let me tell you, and I know he's got a wife that loves him, but Dr. Woods, this chocolate woman right here, loves Judge Robert Filliard. He has adopted children. I'm telling you, he has the heart that Jesus and God wanted us all to have with regard to humanitarian deeds and honors. And I just want to thank him. He's the judge over the children in our community. And I know he's had to make some very difficult decisions with regard to placement of children. And I know he's seen a lot. I've seen him cry. You know, he does have the tears. He is human, because some of these stories are so sad. And so he takes things to heart. And because of his heart, because of the decisions that he has had to make and the giving that he has done over his career in helping not his children, but our children. That, you know what, you got to be special when you love on somebody else's children to the point that you adopt them. And he's not just adopting one kind of kid, he's adopting culturally diverse children into his family. And I just love him for all that he does. He's got a huge bio too. And we're going to keep on helping him as he goes every time before the voters. We hope that you all will see the good deeds in him and continue to support him. And that's not a political pitch, because I know I'm on the radio. I'm just saying, you make up your mind with what you want to do, but we have to have morally upstanding citizens at the throne, I call it, when it comes to making decisions about the fate of people's lives. And Judge Filliard, kudos to you for all the years that you have given this county and this city and our families and our children over the years. We love you. Our next honoree on the list is Attorney Robin Flores. You're talking about a fighter for humanity. This man right here he'll tell you his history. He was once a cop. He served the military. But when it comes to injustices in this community, he stands on the side of justice every time. And he will stand on the side of justice every time because it's him. It's his morals, his principles. And he has fought right there beside us when we went downtown marching. He's been right there with us, fighting and holding the bloodstained banner for the justices of our people and your people, whoever your people are, black, white, it don't matter, young, old. If you've been mistreated, he's going to come to your defense. And he's going to fight hard. He's going to fight like Batman and Robin for you. He's going to be right there. And I've seen some of the cases. He's worked with me on some cases when I was the NAACP president. And he has fought and won a lot of cases. And it's not just always cop beating stories that you hear about. Some of them have to do with employment discrimination. Some of them have to do with gender discrimination. Some of it has to do with just housing discrimination. It's just so many different categories that people's civil rights can be violated, that when I think of a person that has been there in this community, with all the background that he has, he's always stood on the side of justice. And we want to say to you, Attorney Robin Flores, thank you for all that you are doing currently, what you've done in the past, and what you are going to continue to do as you fight for the civil rights of all of your clients and the people that need you the most in this city. We love you, and keep on keeping on what you do. Thank you so much, Robin. And then our next honoree, oh my goodness, that is my beautiful friend, Dr. Edna Varner. Who don't know Dr. Edna Varner? Dr. Edna Varner is a true humanitarian in every sense of the word. She, in terms of education, when you look up the word education, the dictionary, it ought to have her picture there. Because she has, when I tell you, when she has fought for the rights of our children and put programs together and implemented them, helped to implement them, and work with the foundations and different boards to ensure that the quality of education for our children's needs are met, then this woman right here has been a true soldier. Not only does in education, but it spreads across outside of education into civil rights, all of these things that you can think of in terms of being a true humanitarian. This woman has done. I think she was once the principal at Howard. And so most of you all probably know her as being an educator at Howard High School. She has just been a tremendous help to anyone that needed her, no matter where you are in life. Dr. Edna Varner will come to you and help you if you ask her to. And I just want to salute her today. And I know that her sisters with Delta Sigma Theta are proud of her because of what she has done for this community in terms of helping to uplift this community, our girls, our boys, and just people in general. We love you, Dr. Edna Varner. You keep on that good fight that you are on, that good fight for humanity, that good fight for education, that good fight for civil rights. You keep on doing what you do. And I know God has already got a crown for you stored up in heaven, waiting for you. All you have to do is wait on him to call you, because you're going to heaven. I know that. You got your wings. I see your wings. I see them. Thank you, Dr. Varner. We love you, and we'll see you on December the 17th as we give you and roll out the carpet for you. Our next honoree, Attorney Reuben Taylor. Lord have mercy. When this name came across the table, when he was nominated and we asked for the credentials, Lord have mercy, I did not know. This is one of the most humble, quiet, meek persons, and when I say meek, I mean meek, I've ever met. And his resume, the things that he's done, I'm 50-something years old, but this man has been a true civil rights activist back in his day, in the early day in Chattanooga, and he has contributed so much to this community. He never says a mumbling word about all the stuff and all the people that he has helped. He's even given me some advice. He probably don't know, but I remember I was doing some business with a young man, and this young man was telling me some things that didn't quite sound right. And I ran it across Attorney Reuben Taylor. He said, don't mess with that. And that'll get you in trouble. Don't mess with that individual there. Just leave that alone right there. And I said, okay. The next thing I know, this person's going to prison. And so, it's the little things like that. And he didn't have to care about me enough to tell me that. He didn't tell me what the person had done or what the person was involved with, but they're still in prison now. I didn't know. But there are all kind of people out there, scammers, scam artists, people that, look for folks that they feel they may can get an advantage on because of whatever position that person may be in. And you have to be careful that these people don't scam you, because that's what they'll do. And I thank Attorney Reuben Taylor, who is our county attorney. I know there's some things going on, but we're not going to even get there because this is not political. This is about him as an individual, his moral, upstanding righteousness as a pastor of his church in this community. His people love him in the community. And we want to thank you, Attorney Reuben Taylor, for being there for our families, for being there not just for Black families. Now, some people get it twisted. This man is one of the most beautiful, I say culturally beautiful diverse individuals I've ever met, and he barely speaks above a whisper. But he is powerful and mighty in his wisdom. And we thank you for leading our county in the direction that you've led them in. No matter what people think about one side or the other, we see you. Even when you don't see us watching you, we are watching you, and we have seen you. And the nomination came. You were vetted. You were approved. And so you are one of Alton Park Development Corporation's 2022 Chattanooga Humanitarian Award honorees, and congratulations. And we look forward to seeing you, and we hope that all of your colleagues will come out and support you on that day. And we are looking forward to having a great, fabulous time with you and your lovely wife and all of those that love you on December the 17th here at the historic Piney Wood Elementary School. Thank you so much, Attorney Taylor, and you have a great day. We love you. I hope that made your day. And we have another one, Pastor Alfred Johnson. Now this one right here, you know, I might tear up a little bit on this one. This man has to be, and I don't mean to say nothing bad about the other honorees, but I got to tell you the story because this one touches my heart the most, because Pastor Alfred Johnson had the opportunity to get this building for free. And he and his church on Broad Street was next door to Calvary Chapel, and they wanted his property. Now, Broad Street is when you talk about real estate, it's some of the most expensive real estate in this city and county. And he had his church right next door to that church, and they needed his property to expand. And so the one of the elders at the church met with me and Mr. Calhoun in our library and said that we've got the building, you know, you all can get ready. We were not owners of this building. We were just in one of these little classrooms, and that was Alton Park Development Corporation, that one room. And so we knew that it was being auctioned. So we had put a bid in for $1 because we felt like, okay, it's a historic building and we're already here. We've been here for 10 years or more. And the superintendent at that time had assured us that he wanted us to have the building because we had been here so long, and he supported our organization. So we were like, okay. And Pastor Johnson was with one of our former mayors. And I said, okay, what makes you think you just gonna get the bill? He said, well, we've got the votes. You might as well get ready to pack. I mean, well, if you want to rent one of these rooms for about $2,000 or $3,000, you could do that. And we thought, wow, okay. So we, as the story goes, and I've told the story many times, we went to the auction at the Hamilton County Board of Education meeting, and we did our presentation. We had to do a presentation. And we did a beautiful PowerPoint presentation. We showed our thrift store and all the stuff that we're doing in the community, all of our youth outreach programs that we have currently in this facility from Alton Park, all the different things that we have done in the city, like the unveiling of the Civil Rights Plaque, the only Civil Rights Plaque in this city. Alton Park Development Corporation, under my directorship, had it erected downtown on MLK, right in front of what now is the Miller Plaza. It used to be the 5-cent, dime-cent store, Cresses. They tore Cresses down. So, but that's where the famous sit-ins occurred, right there. And we erected a plaque that told the story of the Howard students that left the school, not telling their parents where they were going, and did the famous sit-in that opened up the city of Chattanooga. And we told the story because it needed to be told, because the building was gone and the history was gone. So we erected that plaque there. That was one of the great things that we did. But back to Pastor Alfred Johnson. We've done so much in this community that after talking with all the pastors in our community, we told them that his church was worth millions of dollars where it was. And this building, as it stood at that time, was considered a jalopy for most people, and that he wasn't going to get the money for this building if he ever decided to sell it. but it was worth millions to us because of the people that we serve. And they talked to Pastor Alfred Johnson, and he backed out of the deal with the church. And because he backed out the deal of the church, when we finished our presentations, of course, the school system awarded the church the building. They awarded them the building for $25,000. They bid at $25,000. So they awarded this building right here that we're talking on the radio station from to Calvary Church. And after we talked to Pastor Alfred Johnson and his colleagues in the ministry world, talked to him, he decided to tell Calvary Church that he could not do what they were wanting him to do because it would affect so many people's lives that we were already helping in this community. And when he backed out of it, Calvary Church gave this building back to the school board. And when they gave this building back to the school board, our dollar bid that we had, $1 bid, we were able to go back in front of the school board and have them to revote to give the building to us. So I just want to say, if it had not been for Pastor Alfred Johnson deciding not to take this building, because he had it, all he had to do was say yes, we would not be here. WPTP would not be here. The Civic Center would not be here. The thrift store wouldn't be here. The Mercy Dental Clinic wouldn't be here. The Computer Center for the families wouldn't be here. And you know what else? The American Legion Post 0291 that have a facility out here now, they're in one of our rooms, they wouldn't be here. So what I'm saying to you is, sometimes God will touch the heart of man when it's for you. He will touch the heart of man. And he touched the heart of Pastor Alfred Johnson to tell him, do not take that building because I got great works that's working already in that community. And you will be more powerful where you are if you just stay right there on Broad Street. And because of that, we are here. We are here in this facility, and we are going to be the best keepers of this beautiful blessing. It is a blessing, a beautiful blessing that God gave to Alton Park Development Corporation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we are legal with the federal government and the Secretary of State, Trey Hargart, in the state of Tennessee, which says that we can solicitate and we can gain. That means make money, have fundraiser in this state. And anytime you give money to us, every bit of what you give is tax deductible. So when you give, when you buy a table or sponsorship to Alton Park Development Corporation, you just take your little receipt to your account and let them write it off, because that's tax money that you don't have to worry about paying. So Pastor Alfred Johnson, you mean the world to us because of what you did. God, I know God got a special place for you. And in fact, he probably already got your house shoes up there, your wings and everything, and your suite probably decorated, because you are the reason why this historic Pineywood Elementary School will continue to educate, empower, and give opportunities to those that need it the most. So your ministry is not just on Broad Street, it's also at 701 Hooker Road, because you just expanded your ministry to this building. You didn't have to move, because we know this building right here is yours as well. And we love you, and anything that this organization can do to partner with you, with your church, and you want to come out here at Willow Homes and walk the Willow Home community, or just have a fun, whatever, outside event during the summer or spring, or put on some Bible class, whatever you want to do, just know that we got your back like you had our back. And the people need to know that this historic Pineywood Elementary School, and ain't that many left. I don't even think there's any historical school buildings left that's still doing the function and the role of serving people in the capacity that this historic building is serving, with 8 acres of land attached to it. It's 48,000 square feet and 8 acres of land with it. And I tell you what, we're going to make God proud and happy that he entrusted us with all of this. And that's why everybody is welcome. I don't care what color you are, where you come from, what walks of life. Everybody is welcome to be a part of what's going on in this building, because one day I'm going to be gone. One day Pastor Johnson's going to be gone. One day everybody in this room, in this radio room, is going to be gone. But the legacy behind the historic Pineywood Elementary School will remain until God come back, because of you, Pastor Johnson, because of you, and because of the gift from God. And I thank God every day. When you think about that, that's kind of powerful. When God takes something from a church, and give it to his people. That's what he did. He took it from Calvary Church. That was a church, and gave it to his people. God can do all things. He can do whatever he wants to do just by touching the heart of man. And he touched Pastor Alfred Johnson, and he let it go. He let it go. And because of that, Pastor Alfred Johnson, you are my favorite, and you are going to be honored on December the 17th, 2022, as a Chattanooga Humanitarian honoree. We love you. Keep on doing the great work that you do with the folks that come out of prison. That's one of his biggest things, is prison ministry, with helping young men and women find their way when they come out of jail. When they come out of jail, sometimes they don't have skills. They don't have a place to live. They don't have clothes on their back, food on the table. Some of them don't have anything. But if you can find your way over to Pastor Alfred Johnson's Church of the Newborn, if you can find your way over there, I guarantee you, I'm going to put everything I got on it. I guarantee you that you will not walk away without a solution and a plan in your hand to change your life now that you went through prison and you're out. So thank you, Pastor Alfred Johnson. You're a hero. And our next honoree got to be one of my favorite, my sorority sister, Latrice Curry Leslie. Who don't know Latrice Curry? Channel 3 news anchor. She is all over the city of Chattanooga. I see her tweets all the time. She is busy in this community, giving food, clothing giveaways. People call her all the time to host events for them, because they know that Latrice has the heart. We love you, Latrice. She's now the president of, will be starting in 2023. She's our new, she's the president-elect for Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated at Pi Omega chapter here in Chattanooga. She has had one of the best journeys and the best stories. And I'm not going to tell a story, because she has told a story. God has touched her body, healed her body, and brought her just like he did with me. And I'm telling you, when God brings you through a miraculous medical emergency and you come back as strong as she is, and the stuff that she's doing, she's so vibrant. You always see a smile on her face. I've never seen Latrice without a smile on her face. I've never seen her in the community just walking around. She's going to be a part of whatever that is that's going on. She's lifting things. She's moving things. She's organizing things. She's making it happen for whatever organization that's out there that needs her help. And so, Latrice, you are Alton Park Development Corporation 2022 Humanitarian Award honoree for this year. We love you. Thank you for everything that you have done. And one of the things that I can say about her is that she's what I call approachable. And I don't mean that in a way that everybody can just start approaching her. I mean that she is one of those persons you can talk to. And many people have been on her show, Trends on 3. And I just want to thank you for educating the community about what's going on all over this city through your TV show that comes on. And it's always awesome and amazing to see you in action. And so we love you, Latrice. Good luck to everything that you got in store for you as you take on this new role as president of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And we look forward to a great year this year. Thank you so much. And so those are our honorees for this year. So you know it's going to be a good event. We have so many folks already that have committed to these corporate sponsorships. And I'm going to start off with the donor club. If you're in the donor club, that's anywhere from $100 to $750. And depending on what you give, you get so many tickets. And also, you get listed in the souvenir book with the donor club list. So your name is placed in the book. Humanitarian Club, 1,000. And with the Humanitarian Club, and I think he's going to put that up on there, what these categories, because some people look at the amount and they go, what? But you get something with this. With the Humanitarian Club, it includes reserved seating for 8. That includes dinner. This is a dinner event, so we know we're going to be black tie event down. Everybody's going to look beautiful tonight. You'll be listed in the souvenir journal, and you get one company spotlight on WPTP Radio. That's right, we own WPTP Radio, so it's not just about dinner that night. It's about what else comes with that. If you're a corporate bronze sponsor, that's $1,500, and you get reserved seating for 8. You're a reception sponsor, so we have a little small reception for those who meet that qualification. 1 whole month of positive media exposure through WPTP 100.1 FM radio, and sponsorships for your business will be listed. You'll be listed as the sponsor, your business, and listed as a corporate bronze sponsor in the souvenir journal. So that's pretty big. And for those that want to leap a little bit more, corporate silver is $2,500. You get reserved seating of a table of 8, a half a page advertisement in the souvenir journal, company listing as corporate silver sponsor in the souvenir journal, reception sponsor. You'll be able to attend this reception, and 3 months of positive media exposure through WPTP 100.1 FM. And then we will promote, you will be a sponsor where we can promote your business, and you get a plaque presentation on the night of the event. So it gets even better. If you're a corporate gold sponsor, and we do have corporate gold sponsor, kudos to that individual, that company, you get 2 tables. You get 2 tables, and each table sits 8 people with dinner. Your company logo and banner will be on your table. You get 1 page advertisement in the souvenir journal, and you're listed as a corporate gold sponsor in the journal. You are also a reception sponsor, so you'll get to attend the reception. And 6 months of positive media exposure through WPTP 100.1 FM radio. And your business will be listed as a corporate sponsor on our radio. And then you also get a plaque. And then that brings us to our corporate platinum, 10,000, which includes a reserved seating for 3 tables of 8 with dinner, your company logo banner at the table, 1 company logo banner at the entrance of the event, a full page advertisement in a souvenir journal. It'll either be the front or back cover ad as a corporate platinum sponsor in our souvenir journal, and we only have 4 spots. The 3 spots, the inside front cover, the inside back cover, and then the back cover. And 1 year positive media exposure through WPTP 100.1 FM radio, and promotion of your business as a corporate sponsor, and a plaque presentation. And you all know WPTP is world renowned. We are not only local here with our tuner 100.1 FM, but we have the most amazing media marketing director, Michael. I just want to give him a hand, because whatever you're seeing here on Facebook, it's also being shown all over the world. And we have a YouTube channel, so you can go and watch us on YouTube. And we also have Instagram. Are we doing Twittering right now, Michael? Well, Twitter. So, hey, we are out there. And I really have to give kudos to Dr. Michael Slyman, because He came from Disney as a marketing director there, and he has joined us. And I feel honored and privileged that God touched him to come and work with little old us. But now we're not little old us no more, now, Michael. He has brought us out of the Stone Ages, and we are competitive with every other social media outlet in America. And so wherever there's internet, you can join us and listen to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have our genre of music is jazz, inspiration, gospel, and then every now and then we'll throw in some R&B, some good old music. But we are here to not only give you your music that you enjoy, that you're enjoying, but to educate you on the various things going on in this city and in this county, and for that matter, around the world. So we have some awesome talk show hosts, and I want to give all of them kudos. And you have met a lot of them already. You know, Celebrity Hype Man Tony Boston is on every Saturday. He comes on at 12. We have In God's Loving Arm with Dr. Rita Carr that comes on every Thursday. She records on Wednesday. And we also have The Time Is Now with Minister Wilhelmina Hogg. And there's about 5 of them that come on the second Saturday of every month. That show is powerful and amazing. We also have Get Your Life, a pot show with our sister Bree, who comes on at 3 o'clock here. Get Your Life on every Saturday with our sister Bree, who comes on at 3 o'clock. I come on Saturday and Saturday. Sometime, you'll get me about 10 minutes after, because we're getting our information together to go on live. But we are all about educating this community and giving people the opportunity to come on this show and talk about what's happening in their neck of the woods, or what's happening in the city of Chattanooga, in the county, and just keeping you all informed. And you ought to be able to turn on the radio or go to Facebook and hear what's happening. I know we got the news, but sometimes the news don't tell it right, as you all know. And you can get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help us God, from WPTP 100.1 FM radio. We are a nonprofit radio station here in this city, but we are big and powerful. I know we have commercial radio stations, but you can hear us anywhere in the world. Just go to WPTP 1001 FM. 1001fm.com, right? Yes, WPTP, that stands for Power to the People. WPTP 1001fm.com, and tune in, and you can hear us 24/7, and you can tune in your car if you have. I think they got the Bluetooth thing that people are Bluetoothing their phone and listening to what they want to listen to, because maybe the radio stations that are out there is not playing their kind of music. Well, Bluetooth us into your car. Just go to WPTP 1001fm.com, and you can hear some of the smoothest, best jazz that you ever want to hear throughout the day. And on Sunday, the best gospel music you ever want to hear. And so we are just proud of that. And we are growing in leaps and bounds. But I feel like we technologically savvy and on the edge of technology. What you think, Michael? You think we on the edge of technology? I think we are. Yes. And so sometimes people worry about us. Don't worry about us. Just join us. Just come on over here and join us. And we'll be happy to have you on our show. And if you want a show, you can talk to us about your show and how we can get you started on your own radio show. And so we're just happy. We're really happy. We love everybody, and we're not mad at nobody. Are we mad? No, we're not mad at nobody, because Jesus loves us, and Jesus is taking care of us, and Jesus is providing for us. It's not me. It's not Michael. It's not William. It's not Mr. Calhoun. It's not Sandra. It's not Gil. It's not any of these amazing volunteers. And some's not get paid a little bit, but we ain't giving them what they probably can get paid if they worked in corporate. but we do try to give people enough to take care of their gas money and time for coming here. And so we thank them for the hours that they volunteer. Michael spends a ton of hours that you don't see him not getting paid doing stuff for WPTP. And I thank him for those hours outside of this radio station that he does for getting things together for us. He'll be there December the 17th. He'll be running stuff. We'll be live on Facebook at that event. For those of you all who can't come and couldn't come, you'll be able to watch it after the event. We'll air it. So we will be taping and recording that night of the event. And we got some special guests that are going to be performing. We have our very own Jimmy Allgood, who is a native Chattanoogan. He is going to rock the house on December the 17th. And he's got some special music. This man is so talented. I am so happy that Mayor Tim Kelly gave him his day on his proclamation, which is March the 26th. It's Jimmy Allgood Day. We'll have him back again then to do a big spectacular event outside or inside, whichever the weather permits. And so we want to welcome him. He's now in Milwaukee, but we're going to welcome him back with open arms and let him just do his thing. His talent, I'm telling you, when I hear him, I'm thinking, do I know him? Yeah, I know him. And his voice is so beautiful. And he's a writer. He's up for some awards out of Atlanta, the ISSA Award for Best Songwriter and Video. And so we wish him all the best. I think he's going to get it hands down. But you'll see him on Facebook. You can probably ask to be his friend, and you'll get all of his postings. But we want to say to Jimmy Allgood, thank you for coming to help Autumn Park Development Corporation with our fundraiser. We look forward to you coming and gracing our audience with that wonderful music, with that good voice, that R&B stuff that you got, that you throw down, and some Christmas stuff, because it is Christmas time. And I've heard some of those beautiful Christmas songs that you got. And I'm telling you, Mariah Carey and all them folks that's out there, making all these millions of dollars off their Christmas music, baby, you give them a run for their money, because you can look, you can't just sing, you can sing. S-A-N-G, you can sing. And so we're proud of you, and we thank you, and we look forward to you coming and tearing up that stage and letting these honorees know how special they are to Chattanooga and the people that nominated them, and for the vetting process, and for all those years of contribution to the city of Chattanooga and this county on that night. And so I think I have wrapped up what I wanted to talk about tonight or today, but I will give you a little history about the gala. It was started by Autumn Park Development Corporation as an effort to recognize Chattanooga citizens that had sowed seeds in the community of Chattanooga in the area of mankind. So if you want to know how their name get picked, that's how. And the individual must live in Chattanooga, and they must demonstrate personal, that's the word, personal sacrifices to help downtrodden, poor, and disadvantaged individuals for more than 10 years. That is the criteria. So when you think about how these people got to be an honoree, and it's a big deal, Mayor Tim Kelly, it's a big deal, because these people have helped this city. And as I call you the leader of Chattanooga, Tennessee, we want you to continue to honor this Humanitarian Award banquet. And I have texted you, and I will be sending you some more information, because we've got to get some things together before the 17th. So I am putting you on the spot right now. We want you to be a part of this. Our county mayor, Mayor Weston Wamp, we want you to be a part, because if you live in the city, you live in the county, right? It's not true the opposite way. If you live in the county, that don't mean you live in the city. But if you live in the city, then you live in the county. So the county, we will be asking for some recognitions from the county as well, in the form of some proclamations. and whatever the county gives in terms, I know the city gives keys, but you all may have pins or plaques, but we will be working with you all this week with those requests. So for those who are tuned in now, we want you all to share and like our page, share and like this story with all of your friends. Let's let it go viral. Let's let it go viral. People are watching us. People are interested in knowing how they can support us. You can go to our websites and you can just donate. You may not be the type of person that want to get out and be around people. Well, give to us through our website. I promise you, every penny that you give, I don't care if you just got $1 to give, every penny, every ounce of what you give is going to be put in this facility in some form or fashion. And for those that think we get paid, I have never gotten paid from Alton Park Development Corporation. But my children, my son is here. He will attest to the X amount of monies over the years that I have given to Alton Park Development Corporation in this city, personal sacrifices. And that's why this gala means a lot to me, because I see other people like me doing things and they need to be recognized and their horns need to be tooted. And so for those people that are being honored, we know how humble you are. We know how meek you are and mild you are. That's why we're going to toot your horn for you. You just sit back and enjoy the pleasure of being a Chattanooga Humanitarian honoree for 2022. And on that note, I'm going to end my show. So be blessed. And tomorrow is Sunday. So find you a church that you can go to or go virtual and watch, someone's church services. And you can always come to Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church located at 400 Tunnel Boulevard. Today is our pastor's 5th anniversary. And so I'll be leaving here, getting my clothes on and getting cute to go to a banquet at Greater Emmanuel Apostolic Church where he will be honored tonight. And I'm excited about it. We've been doing a lot of stuff with the programmings and decorating the facilities, got out-of-town speakers coming. It's going to be the most fabulous 2 days. Today it's from 4 to 7. You do have to have reservations for today. But tomorrow, it starts at 10:30 with our morning service. Come on over and help us celebrate Pastor Paul E. Warfield Jr.'s 5th pastoral anniversary. And we like to say kudos and thank you to your lovely wife. And he set me straight yesterday. I said, she's not just Lady Lisa Warfield. She's First Lady Warfield. He said, well, I don't like the word first because it means it's a second, third, and fourth. And she the only lady in my life. And so he got me on that one. But we want to say to Pastor Paul E. Warfield and First Lady Lisa Warfield that we love you and we thank you for going beyond the walls of our church and reaching out into the community and doing all that you do in this city of Chattanooga. And we're going to show you how much love we got for you. And so I have 30 seconds, I was told, to cut it. So I love you all, and y'all be blessed and thank the Lord for all of your blessings. Until next weekend, be blessed.